Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, goodness. You're far away from your laptop, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. No, I forgot to bring my mic up.
There we go.
Is that better?
There we go. So let's see. Holy moly, you guys have been chatty. So Marie's here. Lauren is here. Jean is here. There's that Maggie. There's Kathy. Louise. Dun, dun, dun. Donna's here. I'll probably start repeating names or forgetting people. There's Jody.
No, me too.
Hey, Carol. And I forget already. Is it Jamie? Did we decide on Jamie for nails? Jamie B. Hey, Glynis. Hey, Mare.
Hi,
hey,
Chona.
Jeannie and Cheryl and Sue. There's Chona.
Yes.
Finally got caught
Nails
up.
is Jamie.
Nice. Very nice. Hey, Tamar.
Hey, Glynis and Tamar and Jeannie.
So, what's everybody been up to since Monday? I prepped, what have I done? I've prepped, I invoiced and I've prepped covers, done some shipping, and I started taking books apart. So, just a couple things. What you guys been doing?
Hi, Claudette. Welcome.
Hey, Claudette. You never stayed. Well, you're lucky. We're not doing a sale tonight either. Tonight, you can just come in and chit chat and get to know everybody. We're doing a big sale this weekend with a whole bunch of, several sellers. So.
Hi, Penny. Hey,
nice,
Paris.
Louise. Hey, Penny. Hey, Paris.
9 loads of laundry.
Oh, whoever's doing laundry, come to my house.
Marie.
Come to my house. I'm behind on laundry right now.
Yeah.
Bless Rosie's little heart. She came in today and she fired up the washing machine right off the bat. I was like, oh, I think I love you. I think.
She's your favorite child today, isn't she?
She's my favorite human. She is my favorite human. Today. She's at the foot of the stairs. She heard me.
We received my first Patty purchase today. Pretty exciting stuff. Also received my first things from Louise. So doubly excited.
Nice. Very nice.
Very good.
Oh my gosh, my work here is done. I put Lorna to work. She has to go to the dryer. Yep, my work here is all done. I'm gonna
doing that all by yourself, Lorna?
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Hey, Joanne. So I think I'm gonna flip the camera down. And Mags, I don't have to have the floor tonight. So anytime they say something in chat, just tell me, shh. If you want the floor, just tell me to zip it.
Why would I want the floor?
Well, because you might be chatting with them.
Oh.
Silly girl.
And do you want me to let you know if there's a question in the chat?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. That would be awesome. So I know the title says, let's learn how to take a book apart. I wasn't really planning like some big fantastical tutorial or something. There's really only seriously a couple different ways to take a book apart, but a lot depends on how they're put together. And I think more where I was headed was if you guys have specific questions, I would answer if I can.
Hi, Joy.
This is one of those evangelical books from 1830s. This is the small one that I told you guys I would take apart and do packs out of. So I've done the big one already. Done the big one.
Nice cover.
Yeah. And so then now I'm working on the
Hi,
smaller
Diana.
one. And I'm gonna do, once I get it dismantled, I'll go ahead and do packs out of it. I will say this, and I've learned this the hard way. And you know, sometimes you just have to do something a couple times before you're like, okay, so like for real, don't do that. Hey, Diana. Hey, Joy. This glue that comes up along the sides here, this stuff can get super, super sharp. So don't make a habit. Like, you know how you see like something and you just want to wipe it off? Don't make a habit of doing this, because I've literally cut my finger just like on a knife.
Hi, Lucy.
Hey, Lucy. So just kind of be aware of that sort of stuff. This one is kind of tedious. It's actually put together more like a lot of the books from the mid 1700s. So at the time, whoever bound this book was probably considered like an old world artisan or craftsman.
When is that from?
This one is 1832.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And these are done, this particular book, the other one also, they're done in 2 folio signatures, which can indeed make life a little tedious. And it's sometimes they get in a rhythm where the stitches are every other signature, like you'll have 2 short ones and then a long one. And this one is not like that. You just have to, there's not any continuity to it really. It's almost like if there is, it was not intentional.
So some you have to deal with of that book. Some you have to deal with the stitching, and some you have to take off from the glue.
Yeah, because, well, you're going to have that with any book though, because the older ones that are stitched in, because the inner, so, okay. So we all know that a spread is a folio, right? And then when you start layering your folios, now you have a signature.
Right.
Multiple folios is what you stitch in. That's the signature. So these are just 2 folio signatures. So the outer folio is adhered to the glue and the inner one is not. So it'll usually lift out pretty easily. These are just still really tightly bound. So that inner one almost feels glued, but it's not. It's just because it's still so tightly bound. But yeah, it doesn't break my heart to take, well, I don't know. That was almost came out wrong. I was going to say it doesn't break my heart to take these apart. In some context, it is kind of sad, but in another context, it totally delights me because I get to touch every single piece of paper. And then sometimes these threads are really hard to find because with this cotton rag paper, it just really gets bunched down in there. And that's where you start getting all these wrinkles and stuff. But see, that center folio usually comes right out. This one's just, they just really, see all the wrinkles on it?
Yeah.
They just really are in there. But the outer one is not lifting off at all. So I'm not even trying because it just gets frustrating. Too frustrating. A new life, new purpose. Exactly, Mare. Exactly. What are we buying, Lucy?
Some type of glue that helps if you apply it, I guess, to where you said it was sharp.
Uh-huh.
She uses it I guess I don't know what it does.
Are you talking about the rice starch glue, Lucy? It's what they use a lot for, or PVA. They'll use a, and like PVA, there's 100.
Methyl cellulose.
Yep. Methylcellulose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think if mine.
All right. I just
Have you guys ever? Has anybody ever played with the nori glue or nori paste? I thought my other one was here. I was going to see if anybody's used it, but I don't. Crash. I don't know where I put it. Yeah, I don't know where I put it, but I've got a starch glue that I haven't used yet either that I want to play with and see. But I was thinking about you trying this one on the mole to see how it would work.
She said no, methyl cellulose to remove the glue from the spines of old books.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I just, some of them come off pretty easy, the spines. This one, the leather, here, I'll show you in just a second. See if I can get in here and get this one. I don't know. I've got the kids around. We're indoors, all of that. I can't get into all the chemical stuff. But see how deep down that is? They just really go in there. See, it just depends on if you want them to come out as clean folios or if you just want to pull out each page, then it's not as big a deal.
Marie's asking if the black spot is a burn.
It could be, or it could be old food. It could be anything. Sometimes I investigate what the spots are and sometimes I don't. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the tin of schmutz. It's coming along. Somebody's going to be the very happy, proud owner of some schmutz. So this one, the leather tab is coming off. I've had a weird day, you guys. I have no vocabulary words. So see how that is literally glued right to the back of the signatures. So there's no hollow. This is not a hollow back. It's not any of that. They literally just glued the leather onto the bound text block. There we go. That's what I wanted. Text block. But so when they start getting all chunky and tearing, then I just come along and pull all this stuff off of here so they'll come off a little bit more clean.
Nancy said she just took apart the book she got from you last week, the one with the soft leather cover and all the pretty color plates. She encountered that old dried glue too.
Yep. And you, like, I don't know. I'm really leery about getting the glue hot and wet. I don't know enough about the, where did I put my pliers? Hang on, I got to find my pliers. I want to try to pull these cords out. It just makes life a little easier sometimes if you can get these out of here, and sometimes they come right out and sometimes they don't. Depends on how well glued in they are in the back. And that one's pretty well glued in. That one's going to come up.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Hi, Claudette.
Is that the same Claudette that was here a little bit ago?
I didn't see Claudette a bit ago.
Maggie says, I don't know. Maybe.
She could have been. She was saying hi, Lorna. But if she came in, I missed it. I was getting a sweater because it's cold.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
Sure, call me out.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like taking a book apart, oh shoot, is
Hi,
much
Chris.
like, go ahead.
I was saying hi to Chris. Go ahead.
Okay. I feel like taking books apart is much like sewing journals together. There really is no right or wrong way. You just kind of got to find your way and figure out what works for you.
It looks like they're starting to come out easier now, are they, or no?
Sometimes it's just, I don't know, it just depends. But see how that one came right out? Sometimes if you get into them and you loosen up the binding a little bit, see, like this one just wasn't caught in the glue the same as the rest of them, only up here.
Marie, I'm in Massachusetts. It's cold. But she's in Louisiana.
Nice.
So she still has her AC on, she said.
There you go. So, and then like you'll get in here far enough where for a while you don't even have to cut the threads because you're in between where they've knotted off or whatever. And you just pull them, kind of just pulling it. It's almost like undoing a hem is what it feels like sometimes. See how the gluing changed a little?
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice, Claudette. Whereabouts in New Hampshire? Unless you don't want to put it in the chat, that's okay.
Right? But yeah, this paper, you guys, is fantastic. I could not be happier with this paper. And see, here's like, look at that side by side and look at the difference in it.
Wow, what a difference.
Mm-hmm. So Lucy, you remember the other night when you were like, do you think it's you had heard it was dirt on the press or whatever that would cause the discoloration? I started looking into that a little more. There's a lot of different schools of thought. And there's some definite possible validity to that, I feel like. I've just always been told and always knew that it was because of the paper content and how it interacted with its environment and such. But the more I thought about that, I thought, that's pretty valid, actually. And I feel like it probably really contributes. So thanks for piping up and saying that. I just feel like there's always, various or multiple reasons. See, like this one, I can't even find the threads. I don't know. We're just going to go with they're not there, or I'm going to tear it. Nope, it's just already gone. Oh, look at that. Maggie's already resorted. I'm just not even going to battle with her. I'm just going to type in the chat.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Mayor wants to know, are you giving any peeks of the flea market stuff?
Yeah, this is one of them, silly girl. These packs will be ready for
Page
sure.
packs.
Yep. So I'm going to do, I feel like I want to do, ooh, that came out really nice. Let's hope it's together. Is that a folio? Not really. Or is it? Yep, we can call that one a viable folio. I want to do the larger pages and the smaller pages in one pack.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to kind of figure out how many I want to put of each. I'm thinking maybe 2 of each size. I have to just see how they stack up, literally how they stack up next to each other. But yeah, these packs, I'm working on some ephemera bundles for you guys. I've been gathering up mountainous or copious amounts of papers for you all. Oh, look it. Now they're going to start coming out. See, I mean, I like it, but at the same time, it's super annoying. By the time you get almost to the end, then they want to start coming out nice. I mean, it's like, it's nice, but you could have done that way earlier. And what I really hope to do is, like, this is so much thinner than this. This piece is almost half the thickness of this piece of paper. It just delights me in the weirdest way. I love this paper.
Is it all cotton rag paper?
Do what, Mags?
Is it all cotton rag paper?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff. Like, you can, when you're looking at it, it's almost like looking at a cotton sheet. When it's in person, you can totally see all the texture and stuff.
Nice.
They're just amazing. So if you haven't seen this before, don't have a heart attack. But this is what I love about this paper. I mean, you can do anything to this. Absolutely anything. And now come back with your iron and press it out. It'll all just go right back to normal. You can do just about anything but run it over with your truck. It's just absolutely amazing.
It's from the 1800s, Chris.
Yep. It's pretty fantastic. This is 1832. It's pretty amazing. Oh, darn. I'll have to keep this crumpled piece.
Yeah, her room came out beautiful, Marie.
Do what, Max?
Marie was saying how Lorna's new craft room looks real awesome. What a peaceful room to craft in now. I said, yeah, it looks really nice.
Doesn't it? Looks like a vacation or a retreat. I think it's the color. I think. So Louise, you want to, and Jean, you going to start telling them what you guys are going to have? And they'll be starting to post sneaky peek pictures in the group too for you guys. I always think I'm going to, but I never get pictures up. So I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to. What are you going to have for them, Mags?
What am I going to have? I have, I found a whole bag of rosettes, fabric rosettes that I put away and forgot about. So I made a couple of bags of those.
Oh, nice.
Let's see, what else? I have one Christmas journal.
Pretty. Oh, the one you were working on?
No, this one I did last year too, but it was too late. I didn't even finish it till like just before Christmas. So I didn't even like put it up for sale or anything.
Gotcha.
So I have that. And what else do I have? I still have to go through my hutch to see what I have extra for like doilies and stuff like that.
Nice.
I mean, I can't use it all, so I need this, the space.
Yep.
It's getting cluttered again.
Cluttered? Nobody has a cluttered space that's a crafter. Seriously.
I have a lot of like jewelry making, like beads and bead caps and the earring things and the pins that you put it on and then you bend it. Yeah, I don't even know I forget what they're called, but I don't know how to like pack. I don't know how to pack them, like, because I can't use them anymore. My hands,
right.
they just won't work with the tools. So
I
Oh, thanks,
understand.
Diana.
So look at the difference. I don't know if you
Five
guys.
pins, right. Go ahead.
This
Sorry.
is so much thicker than this. This is a double sheet of this. But like, can you guys see? This
It's
one's a
hard to
little
see
more.
it, but
It's a little more rigid, and this is more fluid, like a piece of fabric or dictionary. Like, it just never ceases to amaze me, the variety of paper that you'll find in just one book when you get into these really older books. And like, I've been finding a lot of books from like the 1700s, things like that. And we're all like, holy moly. Like 1832, I was doing the math. That's, what did I come up? 139 years ago? No, 193 years ago. No.
That's crazy when you think of it.
Yeah, because it's 190 years ago. That's what it is. 190 years ago. I way overthought that. Sorry. But it's like, it's nuts when you stop and think about it. These are 10 years short of being 200 years old. But we've gotten a little spoiled. And see how much thinner those are? And then the difference in the paper, like just sitting there side by side.
Yeah, that's...
It's just interesting to me. Oops. Whoopsie.
That's an oopsie.
So these damaged ones, I usually don't put in kits for you guys. The ones that come out as single pages, I usually use those. I think I want to try running some of these through my printer and see how well the printer and this paper get along. So if if I get to that, I might do that during the flea market. That would give me something to do and be productive.
Claudette,
And not all chatty, Kathy.
Claudette wants to know, can the pages of old books ever be washed? I have really old books, and some of the pages are really stained as if they got wet. I bet she's might be talking about flocking.
Well, yeah, and they're probably watermarked too. So I'm not a book restorationist. Yes, dear. Oh, are you leaving? Are you? Okay. I love you. Papa. Okay. Go find
Bye,
Papa.
Malcolm.
Tell Maggie bye. Maggie. Maggie. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to answer that question. I'm not the girl that would know how to answer that. I know he is, right? Like, if you guys could have seen the look that went with it, you'd have died.
I know. Adorable.
Oh my gosh. The
curly hair.
Knows just how to bat those eyelashes and make that little face where you're just like, aw. Yeah, he's that kid. And it works every single time.
Yep.
Pretty sure he flirts with Maggie. Just so you know.
Because he knows Maggie could just eat him up. You can tell we've been together all day. He came up here, he heard Maggie's voice. He didn't give two rips about Grandma. He just needed my lap so he could get up to the table so he could see Maggie. That's really all he cared about. It was pretty funny.
He likes redheads. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, there isn't much red left in this hair, Lorna.
Oh my gosh. And the baby, you guys, her eyes
She
are...
is. Oh,
Her eyes, I think they just keep getting bluer and bluer. And they're like that, not ice blue, but like blue. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not like super dark. They just get bluer and bluer. I told Rosie, I said, she's going to be, I don't know if she's going to be a blondie like Malcolm or if she's going to stay dark because her hair's pretty dark.
It is.
So our oldest daughter is a blue-eyed brunette. So I'm kind of hoping that Marley is too.
What's funny is when Alan was little, he looked the same as Malcolm. He had the long curly hair, and it was blonde. And then I had Angela, and she's dark like Marley. Her hair's dark.
Right?
And straight. It was straight. He got the curls and she didn't.
See, I'm trying to think. Tori has always been like, she's a true brunette, like that reddish brown brunette. Tori's a true brunette. Nikki is a light to medium brown brunette. The boys were both blondies. One stayed blonde, one did not. It's like a sandy blonde almost. And then everybody else has dark hair. It's interesting.
Yeah, my son's is really dark now. In fact, his is darker than his sister's hair now. But it's funny how for a few years he had blonde hair.
Right? And like both boys have blue-green eyes like Jim. Our oldest is blue-eyed. I mean like blue-eyed. And then everybody else is dark brown like mine. It's interesting how the genetics all come together so differently, I think. See, I love the super thin. Look at that. Nothing
and that reacts
better.
The same way. You could crumple it up and...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And actually, I have found the thinner the weight of the paper is, this older cotton paper, the more... I don't want to say the more durable it is, but like you can totally crumple the daylights out of it. And it just comes right back. The thicker stuff is less malleable. That's the word I wanted. It's less malleable. See, and I'm about to give up on pulling because I'm getting down to where it's the last few signatures.
Uh-huh.
And it's getting it's all like pulled in real tight again. So I'm going to have to be fighting it to get them out. Because they really get sandwiched and scrunched in there. So I might just we might be down to single pages. Because I won't be able to get to the threads to pull them out. And see, like some of the books, you can go right down the outside and see the signatures and you can just clip the threads. Or like from the inside, you can totally clip the threads in between the signatures and just lift out a whole signature at a time. I just get where I get tired of fighting them. Especially when it's not the only one I have. You know what I mean? There's multiples of them. I get less perplexed about it. Look at all the wrinkling on this. Oh
yeah, I can see.
This paper. Look at that. See the wrinkles in it?
Yep.
Just where this was stacked on. And your pulp papers will never, ever do that. They just don't. And it just gets worse as it goes. I just love it. Blah. All right, fine. There we go. See, the glue grabs on, tears it. You just find your way with it, and just for your own peace of mind or your own sanity, don't overfight with them. It's usually not worth it. There we go. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Not gonna lie. And then there's the cover.
Yeah, whoa, that cover is
Yes,
awesome.
please. Okay, the book's done. We can go now. No, I'm just kidding. Your eyes change. Oh, I see color. Gotcha. I was like, what do you mean your eyes change? Totally already forgot our conversation. Yep, and one done. To be fair, I was halfway through this one before I started on this one earlier. I was sitting here waiting. So this is all the single pages that didn't come out as folios. Then this is what came out as folios. So I'll do packs of the folios. These I think I'll probably run. I want to measure them up good, but I'll probably run these through the cutter, trim off this edge. And I'm going to try running some of those through the printer and see how they do. I'd be curious to see how some digitals print up on those. And then, if I can get a hold of it. And just so you know, Maggie's dealing with a headache today too, you guys. So if you think she's awful quiet, she is awful quiet.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I just know how some of them are. They're going to be like, I'll get messages later. Is Maggie okay? She seemed awful quiet. Yep, she's fighting a headache. She's dealing with like a sinusy sort of thing. This dictionary, you guys, is a beast.
Whoa, look at the size of that.
It's
hey, Gigi.
Like 5 inches thick. It's a little
Wow.
crazy. Yeah. Hey, Gigi. So I was trying to find the date on this. You can just set it right there, baby. That's fine. Right there. It's good. Thank you.
Hey, Jean. Jean says that's a beast.
Yeah, it is. 1890
Wow.
is the date on this one. But see, like right here, you can, in between the signatures, it's going to let me snip. So this one is going to be these come apart pretty quick. Like once you figure out where your signatures are.
Oh, that's cool.
See how they'll just come right out.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how they're sewn. Now, if this was still really nicely bound, part of the reason it's going to come apart real easy is because the binding is gone, right? So like half of that work is done for you.
Right.
But if it was still tightly bound, these you would just come into the center of your signature and see here's your threads. So you just come in with, your X-Acto or whatever blade you want and just lift these threads, just snip them. And then you can still just lift the signature out because this was glued, but it's a real light glue. So you might lose that most exterior folio, but all the rest of it's just going to lift right out of there for you.
Nice.
So the more you do of them, the easier it gets. And like this one, there's absolutely no point in trying to salvage any of this other from the schmutz perspective. And like sometimes they change up. It's the weirdest thing. How many folios are in the signature? So don't let that throw you. Just go back to looking for the center of the signature. and pull those threads. And a lot of times once you snip into them, they'll just come out super. They'll just lift up every time. Not always. But see, then you can lift up your signature that way too.
Nice.
And like I said, it's not rocket science. It's just, just depends on who you watch, how you learn, what you see, what clicks. I like to see all there we go. Now we're getting to the good stuff. I knew this one was highly illustrated. I just had to get into it. Here starts the illustrations. So to be completely honest, most of this paper in the front winds up in the shredder, or depending on how brittle it is, it might wind up in the trash. Because when I'm going into these old dictionaries, I want the illustrated stuff. I love them. I think they're pretty cool.
Oh, Louise says, what a waste, Patty.
Oh my gosh, but I can't keep it all. You guys know that. There's just, oh my gosh, I could never do enough collage in my whole life to keep it all. There's literally no way.
Gigi, Lorna puts up 16 Christmas trees in her house every year. That's why she has 18 boxes of Christmas supplies.
That's insane.
It is a little insane, right?
16 trees?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, bring me that baby before you disappear. Let's see if she's happy enough for them to get a peek.
I outed you, Lorna.
You guys are about to have baby overload. Hold on. I did read the chat last week when I got scolded a little bit. Somebody said, do you remember when Malcolm was a baby and we would get table shots?
Marley. Hi, baby.
Well, she was eating and she's trying not to go to sleep.
Aww.
But Rosie was up here. I was like, yep, let's do it. And now she's just going to be mad because I woke her up. So there you go. You got a table shot. Next time, maybe she'll be happier. I just thought that was funny when somebody said, remember when we used to get table views?
She's adorable. Oh, my heart, what a beauty. Oh, she is adorable.
Isn't she?
Beautiful. Sweet. How sweet. What a cutie.
That she is.
Pretty baby.
Pretty much a keeper.
She is.
She's really even-tempered right up until the second she's not. Like, she's not a fussy baby, you know what I mean? But if she's hungry right now. If she has to burp, she has to burp right now. There's no build up to anything. It all just has to happen immediately. Oh my gosh, look at all the goodness coming off of this thing.
Yeah, Marie wants all that. When you brought out the basket, she said, me.
It is a little weird, the stuff we're drawn to, isn't it? I don't know. I like this paper, but you guys, it's never going to work. Let me grab some. I don't think it's going to work as foldable pages. So I feel like already I know. Yeah, this is never going to work as foldable pages. It's way too brittle. See?
Oh, yeah.
And that's just the difference. I mean, it's pulp. It's thin. It's been not in a good environment. This stuff is going to be great for collage. And if you just want some scannable dictionary pages that you can then just print and you don't have to deal with old paper, you want that nice, sturdy, dependable paper, you could print your own. I mean, there's definitely uses for it, but
Chris
It's
says
not-
great collage fodder.
Yes, most assuredly.
And Jean said they'll be good for collage.
Yep. So, you know, I mean, it just depends on what you want it for, what the value is. And depending too on the illustrations, I mean, look how many of us have digitals of scanned dictionary pages. You know? You see how easy these come apart? And like you still have the glue. But I don't get too perplexed about these. Sometimes they just pop right out and you don't need anything. Sometimes you see it's knotted up here at the top, so I'm just following that knotting. And as I clip through that, that's why they're lifting off pretty easy. This is probably one, like, if I need to be busy, but I have something I want to think about or think through, like a project or an idea or, you know, a kid's situation or what have you. Or I'm starting a new series on Netflix or Prime and I want to pay attention. This is perfect busy work because it's productive. I don't have to give it my undivided attention. And by the time a show is over or a few episodes of a series, I'm already putting it in sleeves and it's done and ready to go. It's perfect. See there, it's just going to catch up there at the top again. There it goes. But see how easy, and it's like, this is, I don't know. I get a lot like this where they'll lift out like this. Like this is pretty typical, but by the same token, that first one that I did, that's not atypical to have that to deal with. I am going to try to pull some of this off. This is like the suede side of the leather that was on the spine, so might as well put it in the schmutz bucket, right? Oh, and I meant to, when we were talking about the glue on that other one and the methylcellulose and stuff like that, I get really hesitant with old glue and chemicals only because they used all kinds of really weird things to make glue.
Right.
And I never know if, go ahead, Megs.
No, I just said right.
And I never know if I'm going to have some like really bad science project event. Kind of like, you know, don't mix bleach and ammonia. It's not safe. I feel like I could wind up in that arena pretty easily.
Nancy said, my dog just heard your scratching and thumping on the floor and started her guard dog bark.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's weird. Our dogs don't react to that stuff at all, but let them hear a leaf move outside. Holy moly. I can be watching somebody else's YouTube and their dogs are barking and going crazy. Mine just lay here like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, your dogs have become a lot more laid back than like a couple years ago.
Oh, they're older.
Or even maybe a year ago.
Yeah. I think it's a lot because Malcolm in and out, and they're super protective. They're totally different when he's here and when he's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. He is their baby for sure. So here's a question before I bore everybody to tears with this one. How many people are actually interested in like, look how much there still is.
Wow.
And look how many signatures I've already pulled off.
That's
like it just adds up so much faster than you think.
Mhm.
But these I would probably do 2 or 3 signatures per pack, since it would be predominantly for either those girls that want to scan and make their own digitals, or it would be one sec. Okay, this is expired. I was looking for something to use as a little dustpan to get this off the table.
Well, that's a lot from the side of the spine of one.
I
book.
know, right? Telling you, it adds up so fast. Like you guys would, when I stop and think of all the schmutz that I have tossed, you guys would die. Like, look.
Wow.
Won't be too much longer and we'll have our first full 10. For years to come, I know, right? I think it depends on the books, Lorna. Like, some of them really do bother me and some of them don't. The pulpier books bother me way more than the rag paper books, like, for sure. No two ways about that. I'm going to move this one up here and I'm going to pull up a different one. I didn't know how long you guys want to hang out. Like I said, I'm not lighting the world on fire. I'm not trying to. There's really no way to like tutorialize how to take a book apart because they're all so different. Look
Talk
at that
about
cover.
a royal book.
Look at that.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty? Look at the texture on that one.
I know, right?
Holy moly. That one's pretty. This is so dry. So dry. I don't even know
if it's worth taking apart.
Yeah, because I don't even know if it'll make it to people. I do love this though. That's pretty fantastic. Yeah, the end papers, they're pretty much gone, but this is another Webster. Well, yeah, Webster's. This one is 1901. So this is older than the one we were just doing. No, newer than the one we were just doing. But because it is such inexpensive pulp paper, like this was done for mass production. Look how toned. Let me grab something white so you guys can see this.
Wow.
It is crazy to me. But it's also because it was done for the mass market. Like they just wanted to crank these out. But that's how dark, like it's still not even truly picking up how dark these are. But they're going to be super, super brittle. There, now you can see it. And then, the very lightest is in here at the very, very center, the apex of the. But yeah, these, they're not like, they're fannable and they're not just shredding in my fingers. But at the same time, this is not going to be foldable. Let's build. Oh, you stink. Oh, okay.
Hi, Renee. Hi, Vicki.
Hey, girls. So this one, you see this a lot of times. This is what I was like, it's stitched, like 1/2-inch stitches, sewing machine stitched. And they'll stitch, these outer signatures together. And then, like, especially if it's got a lot of tip-ins and stuff that they want to put in single page tip-ins or whatever. You see how this one is, it's just interesting how they get these started and put together. But then once you get into it, see here, oh, nope, you can't. See how this bottom edge is super dry and brittle. There's the signature right there. So see, then you just come in, and this one is stitched. what is that? 7, probably 7 stitch. 1, 2,
Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 or 9. I may have counted wrong.
Paris said, I'm interested in the whole book. What does it cost?
This whole book,
I think that's,
maybe I should quit tearing it apart.
yeah, maybe till you. till you see what
As
he has
I'm
to
thinking,
say.
I'm like, wait, let me just tear this off of here. Let me put it back together for you there, Paris. Sorry.
He said, yep.
With or without the cover, because because I'm not gonna lie, I was totally just gonna do these pages up as giveaways just because it's so dry and brittle. But there's a lot of illustrations in this one. Like there's a ton of illustration. So I was just gonna, but it's all up in the front. The rest of it is not. So just up here in like the appendix, once you get into the actual dictionary, it's not illustrated, but it is a triple column.
He said
I
it
just want
depends
you to
on the
know that.
price.
So if you
Cover,
want,
yes.
if you want the whole book without the cover, you can have it for, I don't know, $10 because it's light. And this is a good one to ship to you. I can send it media mail, and I'll even do it $10 shipped if you want the whole thing. How's that? Because I'll just pop it in.
Cover, yeah. He says cover, yes.
With the cover.
And Vicky's saying she asked first for the price. Let me.
Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see here.
Okay, there she comes in.
If you want it with the cover, because I'm not going to lie, I got it for the cover, and I was going to do the cover as an offer up. So if you guys want the cover, I'll do the cover. We can do it, and we'll do it tonight because you guys are here. And I know not everybody can be here the whole time we're at the flea market. So, the page packs, I'm going to have plenty of page packs. I'm not worried about that. Everybody will get those that wants them.
He said sold.
He
said sold.
Okay. For the book, but I'm going to do the cover separate. If they want to do the cover, I'm going to run it as an offer up.
Oh.
I'm not including the cover in with the book. Because I literally just hauled it home so that I could harvest the cover.
All right, so Paris, did you want it with without the cover?
Okay, hang on, Vicky. Hey, Angela.
Yeah, Vicky,
Holy moly.
he did ask first.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what she's saying either. Yes, I do want wherever you want.
It's okay. Hang on. We're just gonna go one at a time here. We'll follow it through with Paris and see where he ends up. And then we know Vicky is second in line. So if he passes at any point, then she has next option.
Okay.
It has been a hot minute, girly.
He wanted the whole book, including the cover.
Okay, so holy moly. Oh my gosh.
He's asking what's the cost with the cover.
So with the cover, I'll do.
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth. I'll do 25 with the cover. She's pretty. Do you want me to measure it for you so you know what you're getting? So just know the cover's totally detached. Know that going in. I know you're going to repurpose it all, but still.
He said sold.
Okay. Okay, cool. So that's so awesome. That's something I don't have to take apart. Thank you. Haha. I'm standing here all like confused now. I had so many messages. Are you selling today? Nope, just playing. Oh,
That's a
I'm
lot
such
to
a
go
liar.
through, Angela.
Such a liar. Paris, if I get in trouble, it's all your fault. I'm going to send them all to you.
He said, thank you.
You're welcome. You are most welcome. Okay, let me get this over here. So, yeah. So, do you guys, I don't know, what do you guys want to, all right. I'm going to be very careful how I ask this question. I almost left it totally open-ended and almost got in big trouble. Do you all want to hang out for a while? Hey, Diana. I'm going to go grab a couple more books if you do, and I'm going to work on them while we're chatting if you guys want to hang out. I have no problem hanging out for a while. And Mags, I know you're fighting that headache, so if you feel at some point that you're just kind of done, just holler.
Okay.
Okay.
Paris said, trouble? That's okay. No one knows where I live.
Well, sorta.
Except Patty.
Sorta. Just kidding. I would never do that. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be horrible? That would be horrible. You want to hang out? Okay, cool. So
yeah, Diana says hang out. Would like to hang out.
All right, cool. I'm going to, let me just set this there so you at least have something to look at. Let me go find a book. What do I want to take apart next?
Oh, Angela, don't do that. Don't sell it all. You'll end up wanting to craft again soon.
I almost grabbed that great big ledger, but I had a funny feeling that was going to go sideways pretty quickly. So
right.
I was like, yeah, no. Nope. So I think instead we'll do these. Okay, so I'm not, this is not available now. It's not. I'm going to say that right off the bat. This has been sold 2 times. It has never been paid for, so it is still here. So I feel like that means that I should just dismantle it. Don't you guys think so?
I would say, yeah.
I just feel like that's where this book and I are. And this cover is, and I'm pretty sure people want it for the cover because this cover is pretty phenomenal.
Right.
1830. And again, it's rag paper. So if anybody is going to have a heart attack about Bibles being dismantled, you don't want to watch because I am going to take this one apart. I don't know if I'm doing it tonight, but this one is coming apart. It is absolutely fantastic. And it's the same, but totally different than this paper. You can just tell because they're, it's literally like going to the fabric store. It's the same, but it's different. It's just amazing.
What
amazing.
is? She said price of contents.
You can ask me not to take it apart and bring it to the flea market. That I will do. I'm not selling anything else tonight. Because that's just going to turn into a slippery slope and we're going to have hurt feelings and stuff. And I don't want to do that. I don't like to create that clamoring. I don't like that kind of clamoring atmosphere. So I just don't want to do that. And I'm not scolding anybody. I'm just saying, I know that's, some sales are run that way intentionally and I don't like that. But yes, anything I put on the table tonight before I dismantle it, if you guys are interested in it whole, just holler that you would like me to bring it to the flea market. And then I will bring it to the flea market before I dismantle. I'll bring them one more time.
Angela said she wanted to let you know that huge Bible she bought for her grandmother's 90th birthday. She did get to enjoy it for a year.
Nice. I remember that. That was so cool. So cool. Right, Lucy, too late. I know. It's one thing for you guys to be all excited and love all the things and want all the things, but it's quite another to create that like stampede. I don't like that as a purchasing, like just for fun and just for chatter in the chat. That's different. That's just fun. But I don't like it on like sale day. Yeah, this one is pretty cool. This is not pulpy paper. This is, and I'm having a really hard time finding. I do love all the handwriting in it though. Does that really say, hang on a second. Presented to Edna A. Dickey by her mother, March 11th, 1888. So we know that it's at the latest printed 1888 because that's when it was presented. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
I love the writing. Look at this writing, Megs. That's you all day.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
What?
Look at
Elizabeth?
Kuntz. My maiden name, if you guys have ever noticed Beth's name when she's in the chat, is Kunstman. Before it was Americanized, it was Kuntzman. So
Wow.
I will always notice that German spelling. It always delights me. Sorry, squirrel. It's kind of like when we're flipping through a book and we see somebody's name. Oh, look, this has your name on it. Literally. Yeah, I am finding no. This would be so pretty scanned. Hey, Lorna. Oh, Lorna. Are you still here?
She was here.
So anybody
She's there.
who
She said, "Hey,
okay,
Patty."
hey Patty, if I put this in your next box, will you scan it for us? Just a quick, easy, don't clean it up, don't tweak it. Just a quick, easy scan. Will you just make this available as a freebie for the people in our group? My group.
She said, "Yep, I will."
Perfect. All right, let me put a sticky on that. That is really pretty. And that way everybody can enjoy that. Send to Lorna. Perfect. Thank you, ma'am. Yay. Seeing if we weren't here just hanging out, that wouldn't have happened. All right. So this one, what do you guys think? I know some of you do a lot of religious-based prayer, but oh my gosh, the plates and illustrations in this are fantastic. Look at this.
Wow.
Holy moly, this is really, really I wonder if it's that illustrated or if it's just up in the front. This is nice paper back here, though. So just the front is the pulpy, not so nice paper. Oh, and then we've got the dictionary. It's all illustrated. What the hey? Let's see here. See, if all of the front was there, it would have the correct breakdown, and I would know exactly what's here. Oh, look at that. Well, now I'm totally confused. I want to see if there's more, or if it's just very heavily illustrated in the first couple of books, or just in Genesis.
It's an amazing book.
Yeah, it is, right? I love some, especially these older family Bibles. This and this, I love. Oh. So when this one gets dismantled, Lorna, I don't want to take advantage. I'll send them along. If you want to do this, you can do this. Otherwise, just pop them in your next kit for everybody or something. I don't want to take advantage because that's not cool. That's pretty.
Oh, so maybe it's the Old Testament and the New Testament?
It is the old and new, but like the illustrations just are like there's this one, this is the only plate for the New Testament. And then this is pretty typical to have the marriage certificates and these really pretty pages with marriages and births and deaths and things like that. It's pretty normal to have those in between the Old and New Testament like that. I've seen some where they have in the center like that and in the back, and then in the front they have like a whole family tree thing so you can trace back several generations. These Bibles, I mean, there's a lot of genealogy in some of these when you really go through them. But see, like, this is different. It's not unusual for them to be really heavily illustrated in the front, in like the household dictionary of the Bible sections and things like that, where they really want to use the photos to help explain what they're trying to express. But it's odd to me that it's almost like it's out of order, but it's trying to figure out if we're out of page order. Maybe that's where I should have started, was checking page numbers. You think, Patty? See, Genesis starts on page 3, and then it breaks. Oh, I see. Duh, dork. So the actual Bible isn't starting here. It's going to start with Genesis as it's going through the history. I get it now. I'm better now.
Lana said, just send all the pretty stuff and I'll scan it.
Perfect. Thank you, ma'am. All right.
Hi, Penny.
Now I think we're back in proper order. Now we are back in proper order. See, you guys, I don't need any help getting confused. I can do it all by myself.
Oh, that's awesome, Angela.
Yeah, this one is really, really, look at that. So, yeah, I am going to dismantle this one. Totally going to dismantle this one. Because nobody asked for this one whole, right, Max?
Not that I saw anyway.
Okay. Because this will make another nice paper. This is a blend. It's not... And since I'm going to dismantle it, I'm going to fold a page of this and see what it does. I just don't want to do it on an illustrated page. So let's just do this one. I just want to see how it behaves. Yeah, this, I thought so. This has some fiber content. I can see it more than I can feel it. Yeah, this is totally going to be usable in signatures. This is nice. And it's so toned. It's like that dictionary that we just did. See the color difference?
Yeah.
So toned. It's really nice. But this, I think, is a blend. It's not all cotton. I think it's a blend. All right, cool. So now I can start taking this one apart. I do want to take this one apart and do some packs. And then I can send some of the pretty stuff to Lorna. And if this one, if you guys want me to not dismantle this one is all rag paper. And this one is 1830s. So if somebody wants me to bring this one to the flea market whole, just put in, leave whole the 1830s Bible. It's pretty fantastic. That cover.
Yeah, the cover is amazing.
If I dismantle this book, the cover is everything, you guys. That's one of the things that I would stick on my shelf because, you know, I'm going to make something with that. And 3 years from now, I'll still be just petting the cover. Yeah, this one's going to come apart pretty quick.
Leave hole, leave hole. Please. It's Saturday and Sunday, Vicky,
And Monday night. Yep.
and Monday night.
Yep. Monday night as needed. We'll be here Monday night. Depends on how everybody moved through. I was going to say how everybody gets through their inventory. If we still need some sale time, then we'll sell. Otherwise, we may just hang out. We'll just see how it goes. Just leaving it open. Yeah, Lucy, that's a valid point too. But by the time I would figure out how to do it, Lorna would have it already done. So I don't mind sending it to her because it does a couple of things. It keeps it productively used. I know the originals are in a safe place. It's really inexpensive for me to send. I mean, I could just pop those in an envelope and send them to her, and it'll cost maybe $5. So I'm not worried about the shipping expense on something like that. That goes pretty easy and pretty quick, and she'll get it quick. So then she can put them in the group and we can all have it, which makes me happy. And see, this is another one where that glue is going to be a little deceptive. Don't run your finger across there because I promise you it will cut you just like a razor blade.
Hi, Juanette.
And after you suck all the air out of the room because you're startled, surprised, it stings, it burns, and then you start wondering exactly what kind of goopus is in there. What weird chemical did they use to make that glue? Yeah. So there's that. And I am not a germaphobe by any stretch of the imagination.
Hi, Deb.
Hey, girls. Oh, and just a reminder, I invoiced the other day, and some of the ladies weren't present Monday night. There's no shipping on the invoices because I'm hanging on to everything until after the flea market and shipping all at once. The flea market is this weekend. If you want your stuff sooner, just shoot me a message in Messenger or pop it in the group for me. If one person does it and, puts a post in the group, hey, can you send my stuff now instead of holding it? If you want to chime in on that, just add to that same thread because then I'll see them. If you guys really want it, then I'll just send you a separate invoice for your shipping. But otherwise, I'm just going to hang on to it and send everybody at once so I can do a combined shipping for everybody because shipping prices have indeed gone up. So I'm trying really hard to be aware of that for you guys. Get the most out of our shipping dollars that we can. And thus far, I have a spot for everybody on the shelf, so it's all nice and tidy in there. See, this is one of those where the signatures are not all the same size. Everyone is coming out slightly different so far. And the glue is so dried out. See how it just like crumbles, Mags?
Yeah.
Super easy.
If
Not
you're
sad
okay-
about that.
If you're okay, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm having a hard time kind of concentrating.
You're fine, Mags. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to say goodnight, everybody, and I will see you Saturday.
No, not Saturday, because you got
Well,
family.
I'll get in the chat when you come on if it hasn't started already.
Okay.
If not, I will see you Sunday.
Okie dokie. Thanks, Mags.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Leave studio.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. Hold on. I had, with the split screen, hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bye.
Bye. You're still here. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
I know.
Okay. There she goes. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, she cracks me up sometimes. He's stuck in the box. Yep. Yep, she's fighting that headache, but she wanted to come on and hang out with you guys for a little bit. So I said, yep, absolutely. Oh, who's grocery shopping? And I've missed everything. See, now I have to pay attention and read the chat. Oh, Rosie's over there bragging on her granola. I will give her credit, though. It turned out pretty good. She did a good job. Oh, my gosh. Get her, Donna. But she made it, so I guess I should probably share it with her. She did make it for us. I kind of feel like that's fair trade. If she wants to, oops. See, and that happens too. So don't ever, I don't know. I just don't get all perplexed about it. When I rip pages or damage pages, there's enough here. Ooh, look at the schmutz on that one, would ya? Nice. I'm so confused. What are you guys talking about? Who are we buying groceries for? Kids? Is that what we're doing? Or for whole houses? That one just doesn't want to come out. So I'm just going to cheat. Just going to cheat. There we go. Ah, Caitlin's roommate is eating all of her food. Well, I think that's kind of like a thing, isn't it? I know we dealt with that with college when the girls went off to school. Everybody getting mad at everybody for getting into their food. I'm like, oh, for Pete's sakes, it's just food. When others were eating my lunch, I mentioned that I spit out my food. That's kinder than what I've heard of some people doing to work lunches to teach people to stay out of their food. I've heard some pretty interesting approaches to that sort of thing. Selling nails. You guys are funny. Nails is Jamie. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So you guys, I want to come on more this winter and just hang out with you guys and like work on some stuff. What are some things that you guys want to see? Like, I don't know. Part of me feels like it's weird to be like, okay, so I'm prepping stuff for you guys. So I'm going to turn on the camera and you can come entertain me while I'm working on stuff, you know, or keep me company while I'm prepping stuff for you. Or is that just me that thinks it's weird? It feels like, I don't know, taunting. maybe. Or do you guys prefer just hanging out, chatting, or do you like things like artsy things, creative, more creative time? What do you guys like? Because there's 9 million people who do creative things. It's not like I'm ever going to, of course, I'm not trying to either, but it's hard to find somebody new, you know what I mean? Something fresh, something that we haven't seen or watched somebody else do or what have you. I find what appeals to me is people who present it in a different way or have a different approach to doing the same thing. That seems to be what appeals to me. You like it because you can see what's coming up. Old ephemera, yeah, yep. Oh my gosh, there's so much coming, you guys. I have bins of it in there that I've been gathering up for you guys. Yeah, the checking, exactly. The checking in, the like touching base or whatever. I don't want to not be here on Mondays and Thursdays. You know, it's different if there's family stuff going on or what have you, but I know it like through the winter, I don't know. Over the summer, I slowed down a little bit and took Thursdays off, you know, and had the girls coming on and selling and, you know, all of that. And I haven't had a chance to ask them how they feel about still carrying that torch through the winter, if it's what they want to do, if they want to slow down a little bit. But I still want to be here. So I just want to know kind of like, you know, what do you guys want? You know, because I know we all like the hanging out part, but like, you know, do you want to just, or does it just not really matter what's on the table as long as we're all able to chat? A piece of blue moire paper, or fabric. I don't know. All right, seller Jean, you're a goofball. All the sellers in the chat, can anybody fill Lucy's request there? I don't think I have any, Lucy. Like, I'm sitting here. I really don't. If I do, I would have to go hunt for it. So let's see if any of the other ladies have any. Let's see if somebody can fill that request for you. There's the center. There you go. Be on the lookout. Good job, Jean. Good job, Louise. You guys that have been around a while, you know I like community. I like all of that. Makes it way more fun. You know, these signatures, these dictionaries, they do this a lot in these dictionaries and the reference books. Like, they're just not all the same size signatures. Oh, and that one I missed the back page of the back half. No, I didn't. That's a whole separate signature. See? Look at the difference. Totally different. I might have to do these by weight. You could show us one idea on how to use certain papers if you want a crafty time. Sometimes buying overtakes crafting ideas. Right? Holy moly. Yeah. You guys can keep a girl hopping, and that's not bad. That's not complaining, for sure. For sure. I actually do those covers, man. They sent me down a rabbit trail, like a mental rabbit trail. I'm looking for one more thing, and then I think I may have another prototype on covers. And again, it's not like anything stupendous. It's just, I think, a different approach to something we've seen for a long time. Just a different way to get there. Not much for chatting. Oh, thank you, Katie. See, you're like me. I like everybody I'm not a big chatter in other lives either, but I love other live streams to just have them on. And it's like, I don't know, somewhere between TV and radio for me. Especially if they're funny and I can just laugh. Or they'll read their chat and somebody in chat is hilarious. That's always good too. For sure. Nice, Penny. Very cool. Here you go, Lucy. Somebody's going to get you hooked up. Jeepers. We're almost through that whole, and see how the glue, it's just so old and dried. The glue is just so dried out. I was going to say old. It is old, but it's not like, it's just so dried out. But, gosh, there we go. Yeah, and I noticed as I was going through this, I'm going to have to double check this as I'm packaging up these packs too. I feel like this paper, I feel like there's a couple different paper qualities, even in the text block where I was excited that it was more of a mixed content paper. Some of it seemed a little bit drier than the other. So I'm going to have to pay attention to that when I go through there so somebody doesn't get a whole packet of crumbly stuff. All right, Lorna, you're getting that one. This one. Nice. Very nice. All right, those go to Lorna. All right, and then when I get into the new test, oh, and this, oh, look at that. Won't that be pretty scanned, you guys? That Lorna, man, she loves us. All right, keep that with it until I'm all done. How do I figure out the price of pages? Well, there's a couple different ways. The first, to me, is the most obvious probably, is I have the cost of the book. And did I go to a flea market? Did I go antiquing? Did I go to my favorite book guy? You know what I mean? You've got your, and I mean, this is nitpicky, but it's how I was taught to do it, and it makes the most sense, and it keeps it the most even for me. So I have my travel time, and I have my travel expense, be it, you know, just gas, right? So if I spend 100, and I'm just going to use 100 because it keeps math really simple. If I put $100 in gas, I drive an hour and I buy 50 items. So I've got $2 an item in gas. So see, it's just, I just add up all the expenses and then divide it across all the items for those expenses. Then there's the actual purchase price of the item. And then I have a pretty good idea how long it takes me to get most books apart. When I'm not live and trying to read chat, and I do clean up my table pretty often just because I like it that way. But yeah, and see, I'm lazy about the taxes though. Taxes, I don't know. I I don't know. I look at taxes a little bit different than everybody else, and it's going to get me in trouble one of these days. But it is what it is. Not that anyway, I do all of mine backwards. I do mine from the back end, if that makes sense. I don't deal with it up front. I deal with it at the end all at once is how I handle taxes because it just is easier for me. That's what I meant by that. Not like literally like in trouble. I just realized what I said out loud and I was like, oh Lord, I'm going to start a rumor. But anyway, and then it's just dividing. Like, so if I had $100 that I paid for this and I get 100 packs out of it, and then, you know, how much time and what do I pay myself an hour for time? And so you have to divide that across all your packs. And then on top of it, you have to realize too, you're setting like, oh, this is such an interesting topic. And some people tend to get their feelings hurt. So if you get your feelings hurt easy, this isn't going to, and you're a seller, this isn't going to be for you. But I firmly believe that part of pricing is you have to know your market and you have to know who your target audience is. And do they want quality stuff or do they want bargain bin? Do they want Dollar Tree? You know, that sort of stuff. And I really don't mean to sound dismissive or uppity or any of those things. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just trying to be honest in a very frank way. There's all different price points, just like there's all different audiences. I know what I like and I know what I want. And if you guys, if it's either you guys don't like it or you don't want to pay the price for it, then I don't mind keeping it. So I have that mentality also in my purchasing / pricing. I can sometimes bring things and price them at it. Oh, this goes in Lorna's pile. This is a loaded question. It's such a loaded question. And I know it sounds like I'm squirreling, but I'm really not. I'm trying really hard to use my words carefully so they don't come back and bite me. I intentionally don't sell things most of the time under $5 because that is it's really not complicated. It's more of a mindset for me. I've come to the conclusion. The math is really pretty simple. It really truly is. And it's pretty quick. But I think what a lot of sellers are, and I don't know, they're setting themselves up for a little bit of failure because everybody's trying to do things as cheaply as possible. And it's reflective in some of their product. That's not the audience that I want to target. It's not that I think everything has to sell for $100, but I think that there's a wide range between $5 and $100. I want to encompass all of that. So, you know, I don't know. Everybody has their own thoughts, their own opinions. Everybody has what works for them. And that's what you need to do. I have found what works for me and my comfort zone. And that's what I stick with because I can talk about it honestly and I can present it honestly, you know, all of that. And I noticed the chat got pretty quiet. So, you know, so there's that. And for those of you that are new, I'm not terribly bashful. I don't have a problem answering questions. I like when there's questions being asked. I just try really hard to not step on toes or insult someone unintentionally. Because it's pretty easy to start hurting feelings or causing problems, and I'm not here for that. So that's where you'll hear the hesitation, is when you're trying really hard to choose your words so that you're not misinterpreted. What are you guys doing over there? What are we doing? Are we retiring in Canada? I want to retire in Canada. I don't know that I actually want to be retired yet, but I feel like retiring to Canada is not a bad thing. I was just going to ask what is CPP, but I feel like that's just been answered and I missed it. So I'll just have to ask Louise later. Yeah, taxes and sales tax and all of that. It's a thing. It's a real thing. And like, can be a really sticky thing too for, see, that's a whole other, we'll get into that a different day. I'll wait for somebody to ask the question. Someday it'll come up. Let's see. Question. Old ink turning purple. Some ledger pages I have from 1800s. The ink is purple. Just an age thing I take. Wait, what do you mean it's turning purple? It's turning purple when you get it wet. It's turning purple in the book. It was blue once and it's fading. Is that what you, it was red and it's fading? Purple's not an unusual color for ink to turn, depending on what color it started out at. Especially if it's had some moisture issues. I missed a comment. Wait. There it is. You want to retire to Norway? Oh, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. Oh, good question, Jean. See, I'm going to let you guys chat away because you guys can say things in the chat that I can't say out loud because you get dinged for stuff. You guys can do it, but I can't say it. Right, Claudette? Yeah. There's a couple other states that way, I think. Like here in Indiana, I'll probably get this totally wrong. So if there's anybody else in Indiana, chime in because I don't pay attention to it like I should at all. Like food isn't supposed to be tax-free unless it's prepared food. So like fast food is taxed. And I think, and this is where I said I'm probably going to be wrong. I think, good night, Vicky. Like the ready-made deli stuff is taxed, sales tax at like the grocery stores. But yeah, groceries, food, unless it's prepared food, is untaxed. I think that's how they define it. Yeah, and like I said, you guys, whatever you want to say over there, there's just some things that as the streamer, I'm not going to comment on just because. Not because, and I'm not offended. You guys, you do your thing. I'm reading it, so you guys do your thing. If I don't like it, I'll delete it. Have no fear. Been a lot of changes to the YouTube. I'm trying to figure. Oh, that makes me think. So Louise, tell me if I get this right. So Louise said, "Hey, did you see what YouTube did to your channel?" And I was like, "No." So I opened YouTube and came to my channel, and I was like, "Looks the same to me. I don't see anything. What?" And she said, "When I went to your channel, it only showed 3 videos." I was like, "What? Are you guys seeing?" And whether it's my channel, somebody else's channel, whatever, are you guys seeing that anywhere? Because I didn't notice it on any channels. I went to several different ones. I didn't choose just big channels or just small channels. I went to several different. There's where the paper changed. It's toward the back. Yep, there's where it changed. So this is going to be more, there it is. This is still the good stuff that we liked. Okay. This is definitely more pulpy, not as, and like right in the middle of the signature, it changes. It's so weird sometimes. Have you guys seen that? Or noticed it? I know there's lots and lots of changes being made, so and like, I don't know. For me, I don't get too worried about it. You guys know, I mean, I'm not monetized. I don't have any intent of, if I wanted a big monetized channel, I would start a new channel. This one, I want to stay just exactly the way it is, and I want it to just grow organically the way it does. Word of mouth, or somebody searching for something and it suggests, I want it to just be very organic. I like that it's small. And community oriented. The 3 that came up on mine are the pre-recorded ones. I did many. Interesting. If you click on the videos, there's only 3, but if you click ones I did many years, interesting. But if you click on home, all the videos appear. Very interesting. So now my next question is, since you guys are seeing the changes, is it all YouTube, or is some of it Google and Windows 10? That's what I want to know. Windows 11, sorry. Because I'm still on Windows 10. I haven't upgraded because I don't like that kind of change. I don't like those kind of things to change. I want those to stay the same forever because I'm not going to pretend like I'm proficient at it, but I know how to do what I want to do most of the time. So I don't like to change those things. You're on Windows 10? Cool. And you're on Windows 10. Okay. So is everybody, Okay, Jamie, no big, you're fine. All the packages, all the page packs I'm working on tonight, they'll all be here this weekend during the flea market. So you'll be fine. Yeah, and the tech, it hurts my brain too. I get so irritated. And it's as Louise said. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, but Deb, what are the changes? I mean, ugh. Yeah, you're good, Jamie. No worries. I don't know. You're good. You are totally good. No worries. No worries. Yeah, I don't want to change to 11 until I know what the differences are. If I don't need them, then why do I have to? Oh, Jamie's from Canada. Nice. Oh, yes. So, Jean and Maggie for the Canadian buyers. Well, international buyers. We'll just say international. Jean and Maggie will send all those orders to me, and I add them to your boxes. That way, you're only paying shipping on one package instead of multiple. So we, again, can get better value for your shipping dollars. And then Louise, because she's also, well, she's in Canada, not also in Canada. She boxes up all the US orders into one box, sends them to me. And when they get here, I split them out into your next order. If you don't have an order going out from me for me to just add it into, then I just invoice you for the shipping for that item or package. For the Canadian girls, Louise will ship directly to you. That was a very long-winded explanation, but I think I got it all. Hey, Eileen. She's in all capital letters. When you go to live on the channel, you will see all the live streams. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, see, and like we did notice that because I only do lives, right? So I don't know. You kind of have to know that, and then it would be easy to find all my stuff. But, you know, I don't think too many people just stumble across the channel like older videos. Do you know what I mean? I don't spend a lot of time looking at them, but I don't have very many with like massive views. I mean, I don't think I bet you there's not 6 of them that are over 1,000 views. You know what I mean? So I just don't get too perplexed about most of it. He also thought the computer was broken because he was using the mouse upside down. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I have so done that. I have put new batteries in the mouse. I have used all the very inappropriate vocabulary, all the things, only to discover that it was backward. Yep. So not funny. It is now, but it sure wasn't then. For sure. So there's all that. You do review all the time. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you guys only knew, I don't know how Louise does it. I don't think I could be you guys and listen to me the first time through, and then she'll go back and listen again. I'm like, girl, you are a glutton for punishment. Oh man, that's right. I forgot. That sounds terrible, but I did. It totally slipped my mind. You're okay though? Everybody around you is good. Your town is good. Yikes. I don't know that I could survive a hurricane. I really don't. I don't think I'm built for that. Oh, yes. Always ask questions around here. always, always, questions are encouraged. Chatter is encouraged, always. You just lost a screen on the patio. Cool. Very cool. She is going to scan the Bible pages for us, the pretty ones with the handwriting and such on them. She is. And she's going to put them in the group so that you guys can get them for free. That will be super duper exciting. Hey, Joy. Yeah, right? Oh my gosh. I guess I could switch the camera instead of you guys. That was kind of dumb of me. If we're just going to sit here and yak. I'm new to this, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Every once in a while, you have to remind me to do things. Hey, if you're going to talk to us, can we at least see you? That was nice of Lorna Lou, wasn't it? She tries to pretend like she's not nice, so we have to put her on the spot when she is. From the last flea market where you had no power. Right? Oh. You'll be all right, though. We'll get you in there, Louise. Don't you worry. Oh my gosh, I'm excited too. Jean and I were chatting last night and she showed me some of the stuff she's got for you guys. You guys are going to be really happy. Louise has given me little tidbits. Yep. Let me just say, if you like Louise paper, you're going to need to be there. So that's that. I'm just saying. If you know, you know, right? Ah. Oh no, Lorna, you must have been so confused. She thought I stopped talking. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so. What is she making? It almost smells like. Is that banana bread? I think she's making, but she's baking something. It smells like banana bread. Oh my gosh. I can't help it. I am a talker. It feels really weird to me when I'm now, like when Maggie and I are both here and we have like a quiet pause or whatever. That doesn't bother me unless I think that we overtalked each other and one of us didn't hear the other. Then I just want to make sure of that. But like when I'm here by myself and it's quiet, it feels really weird. Like I feel pressured to keep up the chatter. You have something funny. We want to hear something funny. Do tell. Right? Who doesn't like Louise? Anybody who has ever had Louise paper loves Louise paper. It's a thing. K1 everybody's anxiously awaiting your typing speed. Just saying. You had a patient ask why her baby moved his mouth. And you said he was talking or practicing? I hoard my Louise paper. Hoard it. I used a whole bunch of it. She was serious. Oh my gosh. People are so much more entertaining than they will ever realize. Or hungry or human, right? Oh my gosh. Because it's a muscle and they can. But yeah, I started a project with the Louise paper. I printed on it and I showed you guys, remember? That's as far as I got. Like, it's so pretty. So pretty. One of these days I'll get it all put. Maybe I should make that a goal. Ooh. Maybe I'll work on that behind the scenes on Saturday while we're here. That would keep me at the desk and productive and quiet. I would be quiet. You let her take the baby home. What is Louise paper? Louise dyes paper. So it's absolutely, she's got all her little science witchy poo concoctions over there that she oh, you guys, I'm telling you, she makes me laugh sometimes. She gets so frustrated because she thinks she's going to come out with this color and it comes out that color, and then she'll use the same thing with, you know, something else and it goes all wonky. She just kills me sometimes. But yeah, it's not like somebody like me who makes a pot of coffee, throws a few instant grounds in there to make it a little darker, and I throw my paper in there, I let it soak, I dry it. No. Louise has a whole science lab going on over there, I'm telling you. Yeah. We all have to have Louise paper in our life. It's a thing. Oh, it's pumpkin cookies. I was not too, well, I guess pumpkin's banana. I was guessing banana bread. I could smell it. I told him I thought you made banana bread. She made pumpkin cookies. In a little bit. I'll get her when I'm done. So, oh, yeah. I can coffee dye paper all day. I am not Louise's skill set. She gets designs on it, all of that. No. No. You had a whole batch of beautiful violet lavender paper, and when it dried, it was blue. Yep. Oh my gosh. She is. This stuff doesn't make her happy. I, however, am delighted because I have permanent dibs on all the papers that she deems not good enough. And she doesn't, her papers never like crackle and like split when you fold them. I rush mine, so you never know. You never know. And it depends on the paper you use too. She uses really good quality paper too, so that makes a difference. Dyes and paper, right? Quite the mess. Yes. Yepper. Yeah, so when she, I'm waiting for her, like one of these days, I'm going to be like, so what are you doing? And she's going to say, oh, I'm in the lab. What? I'll know she's doing paper. I would rather do, I don't know, it depends on the day. I like paper and cloth equally, but paper, I haven't run across fabric that makes me want to play with paper, but I have run across paper a lot that makes me want to go play with fabric. So, yeah. Hang around here long enough, you'll know there's two things about Patty. One, I'm a chatterbox, and two, I'm very tactile. I like the touchy things. So, anywho, you guys, I'm going to eat some of these cookies. I'm going to go find a cup of coffee. So I think I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. And we will be back here Saturday at 4 o'clock, Sunday at 4. And then I'm not sure about Monday. We'll have to see how it goes, how much stuff everybody has, or how much, we'll have to see where everybody's at with it. We may come on earlier if we need to, or if we just want to. But otherwise, I'm going to tell you guys thank you very much for hanging out and chatting. And oh, yes, ma'am. If I'm awake, I have coffee. And it's gotten cold, so I need to go warm that bad boy up. So I'm going to I'll play the flea market clip for you guys. So if you need the times or dates or anything, it's all in there. But otherwise, if you need me, holler at me in Messenger or shoot me an email, and we'll see you back here Saturday.